Hey guys, what is going on? We're back with another video. So, in this video, I kind of want to talk about a few things. A lot of you have been asking me, where is the drag racing video with the big turbo and the built motor? So, I'm going to explain that. I'm also going to explain what exactly is going on with the car. This is basically an update video. Just giving you guys an update on what's going on because the car's sitting right behind me. Actually, the engine is coming out of it. I'll explain everything. It'll be a little bit easier to understand once I explain everything. Okay, so there's no drag racing video, and this is why. So we basically got the car ready to go literally in 2 days. The car went from having a stock turbo on it to a big turbo making 500 horsepower in like 2 days. And so the night before FL2K, well, let me rewind here. So Nostrum, which is one of our awesome sponsors, hooked it up with a spot in the 10.5 index in FL2K. Now, if the car was acting properly, I could have actually competed in the 10.5 class pretty well. Car was not acting properly. So anyways, we get the car running, we get it all good to go. We make 500 plus wheel horsepower, as most of you saw, and it literally goes from the dyno to the trailer, didn't even go on the street, and we get it to FL2K. For whatever reason, we cannot get it to launch right. We can't build enough boost, and it's just launching terribly. I think I was doing like 2.0 60-foots or something slow, but it just felt slow. And then I found out it wasn't making the boost it was supposed to be making. Like, I think I ran a 12.6 and then a 12.2, and I was just so frustrated that I just didn't want to make it. Like, I had started recording, but I just never finished the video, and I just didn't want to because I was just so frustrated. But we found out that I believe it wasn't making boost, and it was something to do with load on the dyno versus on the street and the track. And we got a couple of revisions in, but you know, by the time we got a couple of revisions in, it was already too late. I was already way too far behind. I wasn't competing with anyone in that class, so I didn't come back the second day, or the third day technically. So yeah, but we got it kind of dialed in a little bit more, and on the street it felt great. You know, 34 pounds of boost on the street. It was actually making like 31 on the dyno or something like that, but on the street it was making more. And after we got some revisions and stuff done to it, and it was flying. Like, that thing was moving. I beat like a 550 horsepower AMG something or other by like 5 cars or something like that. And you know, it was pretty fun, not gonna lie. Now, that's why I didn't make a video about it. Now we're moving into why the other reason why I'm making this video, which is to explain to you why the engine's coming out of the car. So, yeah, so the car's running great. It's doing good, making a bunch of boost, making probably closer to 550 horsepower, let's be honest. And it's flying. So, I didn't really think about this, but I still had a stock in-tank fuel pump, and I know a lot of people run stock in-tank fuel pumps. I don't, whatever you think about it, that's fine. Mine was stock, and it decided to kill itself mid-pull. So I was on my way to work one morning, and I decided to do a pull, do a quick data log for Ryan, just because I do random data logs whenever, just to see how the car's doing and all that. During the data log, the car did some weird stuff and acted funny, and I later found out that the car was seeing like 27 psi on the low side. The in-tank fuel pump, it was seeing about 27 pounds of pressure. I believe typically those are anywhere between like 85 to 100 at wide open throttle. So yeah, it was definitely, it went a little bit lean. The log didn't show it going lean, but like, it most definitely went lean, and took out the head gasket. So I'll insert a clip here. I was actually driving to Sarasota from my house to go get E85, because that's the closest E85 station to me. And I was driving up there, and then all of a sudden I started smelling something weird in it. And I was like, oh, That smells like coolant. I'm like, it's probably that truck in front of me. Pull into the gas station, and then like a big fog of smoke goes past the car, which was, I found out, the smoke from the exhaust. So I'll insert this clip here, and you'll be able to see what exactly I saw. Now, mind you, it's like 85 degrees in Florida. That's not from it being cold, and it did smoke a good bit more after that, but yeah, this is what I saw. So yeah, that isn't normal, so we did some tests and all that, and you know, everything kind of seemed good. We're just assuming at this point it's the head gasket because, you know, coolant and all that, smell coolant, white smoke. So this is what happens when your part of your fuel system fails while you're seeing a bunch of boost. It kind of sucks, but it is what it is, because like, I literally have like maybe 200 miles on this turbo. Not even 200 miles. I got like 100 miles on this turbo. And, you know, my engine's probably got like 3,000 miles on it. But the plan is, I already talked to Jesse at EMS. Jesse's going to get it hooked up. We're going to basically pull the motor and send it back. Now, I mean, I could do the head gasket myself. I'm going to send it to him to make sure everything's good to go. Just because he's obviously the professional. And he'll be able to make sure nothing else got hurt. So I'm going to pull the engine, send it to him. So we're going to do cams, Ford Performance cams, they're cheap, and then we're going to get the head ported, which is going to be pretty cool. I'm excited to get the head ported and do the cams because I think this is going to help put the car a little bit over the top. This is more than I ever even planned to do with this car. I just kind of wanted to make like 450 to 500, and we're already pushing it past that. So we're going to get the head ported. We're going to throw the cams in. We're obviously going to fix the head gasket and make sure nothing else is hurt. Get the engine back, and the plan is to go bigger turbo. I don't know what I'm going to do yet. You know, this comp is great. For a drop-in turbo, it works great. It makes 500 plus wheel horsepower. You can't really ask for much more than that. I mean, for $18.99, that's really a good deal. It comes with a Turbo Smart wastegate actuator too. But I want to make more. So we're thinking, I'm thinking I'm going to do like a comp 6264, or is it 64? I don't know. They have weird, a little bit different than like Precision. But I'm basically going to do I want to do like a 6062 or 6265, I think is what they do at comp. So I want to do something up there. I want to make 600 plus on this. Now, obviously, dyno numbers are not everything, as we all know, but that's just kind of a goal. It'll be cool. I know you guys like watching dyno videos, and it'll be cool to make a 600 plus horsepower number. And my goal, as you guys know, since I've started this whole built motor thing, was to run 9s in this car. We haven't even ran 11s on a built motor. But obviously that's, you know, if everything was working properly and my fuel pump didn't fail, we wouldn't have any issues. But, you know, stuff happens, and I plan to go 9s in this eventually. So we're gonna need the power. We're gonna need the power. We're gonna need the turbo for it, and you know, we have other plans to lighten this thing up. We got a K member for it. I'm gonna be doing full suspension, Viking coilovers, seats, and all that stuff. But you know, that's down the road. I'll obviously make videos about that and all that. But you know, this is the plan for the car right now. It sucks. I hate that I even have to make this video, but it is what it is. You know, just keeping you guys in the loop. As always, you know, I'll probably make a video pulling the engine out, talking about it and all that, and you know, maybe even bringing it to Jesse, depending on if we drive it up there or if we ship it up there, but we'll have to see. But anyways, guys, that's the rundown on what's going on. Hopefully we can get it back and running sooner than later, and you know, hopefully early next year we'll start seeing some times at the track and making some good power and seeing some good numbers. So if you enjoyed the video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed, and I'll see you next time.